If you're a brand owner trying to crack the influencer marketing code, you might be feeling like it's a bit of a hit or miss game. Today, we're diving into the 7 critical mistakes that brand owners make when running influencer marketing campaigns. And trust me, if you avoid this, you set yourself up for way more success. So let's jump in. One of the biggest mistakes I see is treating influencer marketing like it's a one-time thing. Brands often find an influencer, run a single campaign, and then assume that's it. But influencer marketing is a long-term game. Just like building a relationship with your customers, you need to keep nurturing your influencer partnerships. In fact, 80% of the influencer marketing campaigns fail because they don't commit to long-term relationships. If you find an influencer that works for your brand, keep working with them. This creates continuity, trust, and more organic engagement over time. So how can you make it work? Start by building ongoing partnerships with influencers. Offer them exclusive content, and think about long-term ambassadorship. It will pay off in the long run. I see a lot of brands relying only on organic sales from influencers' posts. And yes, influencer can absolutely drive traffic to your website. But just relying on them to do all the heavy lifting is risky. You have to push your influencer content beyond the organic reach. This is where Meta whitelisting and Spark ads come in. These features allow you to run ads on influencer content that's already performing well. Pro tip, if you find an influencer's content is driving a lot of engagement, run ads on that content to reach a larger audience. That way, you're not just relying on influencers' followers, you're tapping into a much broader audience. For example, when Sipit run ads on influencer-created content that generated a minimum of 10,000 views, they saw a boost in sales. That's the power of combining organic and paid strategies. So you've got all these amazing posts from influencers. They look great on Instagram, but that's where they stop. Not repurposing influencer content is a huge missed opportunity. Imagine if you could take a high-performing Instagram post and use it in your email marketing, in your landing page, in your ads. That's an extra leverage from the work the influencer already did. Repurposing content ensures that you're maximizing ROI on your influencer collaborations. We've touched on this earlier, but it's so important. Influencers are not one-hit wonders. You need to nurture long-term relationships. Think about it. Brand ambassadors who are constantly talking about your product build a more authentic narrative than one-off campaigns. Now, some brands are a bit hesitant about this because long-term partnership can be expensive. But remember, if you keep working with the right influencers, your cost per acquisition actually drops over time. Pro tip, if you're hesitant about committing long-term, start with a trial period or small batch campaigns. Once you see the potential, you can then scale and create a formal ambassador program. Another mistake I see is that brands expect influencers to go above and beyond without offering support. You cannot expect influencers to create continuous content and promote your product without offering them something in return. And I'm not just talking about payment. For example, if you're sending influencer supplements, how can you expect influencers to keep on posting about your product if you're not sending them more product to keep on using it? Or if you want an influencer to push for a sale or promotion, you need to reward their extra efforts. So if you want to see more consistent posts from influencers, offer product refills, exclusive deals, or bonuses for high engagement. It's easy to get fixated on working only with big influencers or just the small ones. The reality is that both types have their benefits, but they also come with challenges. For big influencers, you get massive reach. But sometimes, engagement rates can drop, especially if the influencer's audience has grown too large and become more generalized. On the other hand, micro-influencers can have highly engaged, niche audience. But the risk is that they might not provide the reach you're aiming for initially. They also need time to grow. This is where testing comes in. You can experiment with both tiers to see which one works better for your brand. Pro tip, test first with micro-influencers, especially if you're looking for a less risky option. As they grow, their value will grow too. However, make sure you're not relying on one group of influencers only. Diversify across tiers to get a better understanding of what works for you. This is a big one. Too often, brand owners blame influencers when sales don't follow through. But before you point the finger, ask yourself a few things. Is your website optimized for conversion? If your landing pages are not converting visitors to customers, that's a critical issue to address. Do you have retargeting campaigns set up for those who clicked but didn't purchase? Is your product in the influencer's post aligning with your target audience needs? Even the best influencers won't move products that don't resonate with their followers. The point is, issue might not lie with the influencers. It could be something in your marketing or conversion funnel that needs attention. There you have it, 7 common mistakes that brand owners make in influencer marketing and how you can avoid them. If you focus on long-term partnerships, ad optimizations, and supporting your influencers, you'll see much better results. Let me know in the comments which mistakes have you made and how are you planning to fix it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on more influencer marketing tips.